dress and I was at Notre Dame, and I was kind of inspired to do an Esmeralda dress because of the Hunchback of Notre Dame, and I have 2 other dresses that I kind of want to do also. And so I put up a video on my social media account to ask people what they wanted, and it did not help at all because it was literally like 30% or 33% or whatever. Like, it was so equally divided between 3 because I want to do the blue fairy from Hubert. I want to do the blue fairy from Pinocchio, Esmeralda, and then Cinderella's pink dress. Probably all within the same time of each other, but I wanted to know what to do first, and it didn't really help much. So I just decided to go with Esmeralda because it just seemed most fun at the moment. Like, thinking about what I want to do, it just seemed the most exciting. So I've been collecting fabrics today. Most of it is stuff I already had. I think I'm gonna use this for the blouse curtain. I have some satin left over. The only thing I don't have is enough purple fabric for the main skirt. This is for like the overlay. So I went to Goodwill. Unfortunately, I could not find anything purple that I wanted, but there was this big white cotton sheet. So we're just gonna dye it purple because it was only $4.99. And I don't know what sheet material, like I don't know what kind of fabric this is that they make sheets out of, because it's not like the cotton that you would buy at a store to quilt with. It's super thin and airy, and I don't know where to buy this. Even online, like how do I buy sheet fabric? Because that's kind of what I wanted, was a sheet type of material. So I need to go buy some dye, but I'm gonna cut out this skirt first, I think, so that I have to dye less. And hopefully there's enough for a circle skirt. I don't know. It was a fitted sheet, so I had to cut off all of the elastic. Since it was a fitted sheet, it has that corner cut out of it, and that's what makes it go around the mattress. So I don't think it's gonna be an issue. I think there's gonna be just enough for a circle skirt. I don't even know what size this is. I appreciate that it's 100% cotton though, because it'll make it really easy to dye. So right now I have a 43 inches by way more than 43 inches, so we're just gonna cut the circle skirt out of that, and then it's gonna be very flowy. I'm hoping I can get a good shade to dye this though. I need to go buy some. You know what? I was gonna cut it out and, oh my gosh, I look ridiculous. I was gonna cut it out and then dye it and then sew it, but now I'm actually thinking it might be easier to cut it and then sew it and then dye it, because then I don't have to, oh no, my nail. Because then I don't have to worry about it like fraying. It'll be all finished up. That might be a better idea. I love when I have an epiphany, because I was gonna obviously do it how I normally do with a waistband, and then I had the thought, I was like, wait, I should make it an elastic waist because it's gonna be covered by the corset and by the overskirt thingy. So why even bother doing seams? Because since this was a circle, I was gonna have to cut into it so that I could like put a waistband on, and then I realized I should just do elastic. So that's what I'm doing. This skirt is gonna be way easier than I thought because I am thinking smarter and not harder. I do want to decorate it with some trim. I'm trying to decide what trim I want to do. I have a couple different options. I might put on a poll on my story. I've been trying to get more input for stuff because I just made those Bridgerton dresses, which they're for sale in my Etsy shop if you're interested. One of them is an extra small and one of them is a large. But I was asking for opinions on decorating those, so I might put up a little poll after I get this dyed. Follow me if you want to put in input. Also, I'm about to go pick up my new glasses and I have a doctor's appointment. I have a very busy day today. It's the evening and I'm going to dye this purple. It is sewn together minus, you know, any trims, and I just got the hyacinth shade of Rit dye, and I'm hoping one bottle will be enough, but I guess you don't really know for sure. But I didn't want to spend more if I didn't have to. There's the finished skirt. I added the trim, but the camera died, so I filmed as much as I could. Now we're starting on the corset. I'm kind of going in a random order on the 4 different pieces on this thing, and I just made a pattern for the thing because none of the patterns I have were like kind of working, so I just made my own. I'm gonna use this leftover fabric I have for my Odette dress. I wish it was a little bit of a brighter turquoise, but it's gonna work. It's a really nice quality fabric, so I'm gonna cut the pieces out. I very simply have sewn the corset pieces together. I have the base, which is the white cotton. This is double layered and the boning channels are in there to add boning. And then I have the satin, it's upside down. And I also interfaced it because I wanted it to be stronger. So now I have gold trim, if it would focus, that I'm gonna add onto all the seam lines of this. And the corset is gonna be coming together really fast, which is amazing because I think I can probably finish this by the end of this week if I keep working steadily because it's coming together. Normally now I would sew these together at the top and then bind the bottom, but I'm actually gonna sew them together at the bottom and bind the top because the bottom is gonna be covered by the skirt, and so the top I'm gonna bind it and then add decoration to it. I think that's what I want to do. This is how it's looking. I don't know why this fabric, I had a problem earlier last year. It shows up so much more blue on camera, but it's very teal and it's a little bit annoying how it does that. So I'm gonna pin these right sides together and sew along this bottom edge and also on the sides. And then you like flip it around. I actually think this corset's gonna fit really well. I'm very excited about it. This is it, bones and whatnot. And I need to add grommets to this side and then decorate it. Look at how nice that looks though. I think it's perfect. I added grommets on this side last night. It's time to do the other side. And I'm finishing this corset today. I'm excited to do the decoration. I think I'm gonna do the gold coin trim that I had for the skirt. I'm gonna put it on the top edge of this corset as well. And I'm trying to decide what part of the dress I want to make next. I can either do that overskirt thing or the bodice, both of which I don't really know how I'm going to accomplish it. The bodice, it's like off the shoulder, but it's kind of slouchy, and it's not really like an elastic neckline, which would be the easiest. So I think I might do an elastic neckline and make it kind of like fold over. And then the overskirt, I really don't know what the pattern is for that. It's kind of drapey, but it has to have some sort of shape. I need to look into how I'm going to do that. I need to finish this in an hour though, because I have to drive 2.5 hours away to go pick my car up. A month ago 2 days ago, I drive a Tesla and it just stopped working. The battery died. Not the main battery, but like the small battery, and then my dad was trying to fix it and I just had this sinking feeling that it was a bigger issue than my dad thought it was. Sure enough, it was a big issue and I had to get it towed 2.5 hours away because that's where my closest Tesla center is. And you want to know how much I had to pay to get my car fixed? $1,500. So if you want to buy one of my dresses, consider maybe looking at my shop. It like totally was an unexpected amount that I had to pay because they originally quoted me $300, and I really am over Tesla. Everybody's been telling me to get a new car, and honestly I should, because it's just ridiculous what happened. But anyway, my mom and I are gonna go drive after she gets off of her work. We're gonna go drive over so I can pick it up and then drive back. This is the gold coin trim. It's very loud, not so much this piece, but I bought like 3 yards of it, so it's gonna go on top. And then since it's on this ugly black twill tape, I'm gonna put this gold over once it's sewn on. I had this purple scrap fabric I'm trying to figure out. I kind of tied it on. I'm cutting it to make it fit better. I might do a different fabric because I think I might want it longer than this, but I'm trying to figure out a pattern with this piece of fabric, and then if I can, I would like to use this piece of fabric. I'm just trying to make it look drapey, and I tied it on. I'm trying to picture what it would look like with these things on it and like all decorated. I kind of like it. This fabric is like, I don't really know what it is. I've had it for ages. It's crinkled, like pleated, but it's kind of cotton. I don't really know. I'm glad I'm making this video because I actually have gotten a few different comments on my reels and like TikTok so far for this dress, asking me to make a video on it because they are saying I haven't made a video in a long time. which that is the case. I have not, just because there's so much work and they don't get many views. But I'm happy to know that there's people that want to see them. So thanks for the comments if you're seeing this, because it's motivating me to actually make this. And I decided to line it with this darker purple I have. I really want to use this one though, because it has the crinkle to it that I like to add some texture. So I think what I'm gonna do, because obviously this is on the hem, I think I'm going to sew it almost like you would sew piping. So I'm gonna sew these 2 layers together with this sandwiched in between, so then when I flip it out, it's like kind of encased, and then I can add the rest of the trim I want, which I think I can do all of that today. With this sewn like that, I'm now going to lay this purple one, if I can grab it, on top of it. I'm hoping this works. I haven't actually like thought through if this is gonna work. I think it will. I'm kind of just rolling with it. I do have a little bit of extra coinage. I didn't want to line it because it's extra work, but it does make it a little bit more professional. So now I'm gonna pin these 2 layers together. You can see layer 1, and then I'm gonna pin this on top and then sew them. Comfy, but everything sticks to them. It's so annoying. I need to buy another one of those hair roller things. And I also have this curtain. I'm working on the bodice. I bought this curtain on Amazon a really long time ago, and I'm just gonna use it for this. It's obviously sheer, so I'm doing a double layer with cotton gauze. So it'll be 3 layers in total. And I'm doing a peasant blouse, but I'll probably just try to do a notch in here. Hers is like off the shoulder, but there's no elastic to keep it on, and I just don't want to deal with that, so we're doing it my way. I don't know. Also, do you want to see something? Watch this. Where'd you go, Hubert? There you are. Someone came. Oh, you're so cute. Hi. He came into this closet. I don't know how he got in there. This is like an experimental type of peasant blouse I'm doing. I really want it to be like the slouchiness, but I just don't know how to realistically do that without the elastic. So I am gonna add this notch, and I'm hopefully gonna fold it over. It's like a peasant blouse, but elevated the way I'm making this. So this is the front piece, and I stitched around it like that. This is 3 layers because I didn't want it to be sheer. So it's 2 layers of the cotton gauze and then the 1 curtain on top of it. And I'm gonna fold it. Oh, I need to cut the notches first. I think I'm gonna have this done tomorrow. And tomorrow is Friday, so hopefully that means by Sunday, if I'm lucky, I'll actually have this video posted. What's funny is that I filmed a video for the Bridgerton series that I just did too, but I just never edited it. It's a lot of work, and I made 2 of them, and I haven't gotten my sister to model the other one yet. It needs ironing, but that's the notch, and then hopefully. Okay, I actually really like that. So now I'm gonna do the same thing to this piece minus the notch. I'm just gonna sew them together on the top and then flip it around. Luckily, this is almost done. I worked on the bodice a little bit last night, and I don't know if I'm gonna need to use elastic. It might hold up on its own. This is it, and it's gonna fold over like that, and I'm working on the sleeves. These are the sleeves. I didn't have a whole lot of fabric left, so they could be poofier, but it is what it is. And I'm going to add elastic into the bottom of it right now before I sew everything together. And I think her sleeves are above the elbow. Okay, I'm really not too sure how this is gonna work out. I have one of the sleeves sewn in, and I was gonna fold it over, and it wasn't until I did so that I realized the French seam is on that side. When I fold it over like that, the seam is there. That's like ugly. I don't know. I might try to add some elastic, and I think it would need to get tacked down. Anyway, let me add the other sleeve first, and then once the thing is sewn, I can figure out how to make it fit. It's gonna be very wide on the top, too wide to not have elastics. It's not perfect, very slouchy, just like hers, but I realized when the corset is there, this fabric is stiff enough, it's kind of gonna hold itself up, and I did put elastic in there like that. I might do a couple more adjustments, but I think it won't be that bad. I need to figure it out. I need to try the whole thing on, but I think that this dress is finished. Watching my return to YouTube in today's video. If you are interested in this dress, it is on my Etsy along with a lot of other dresses that I have listed right now. I am really excited about this dress. I think it turned out so pretty and I hope that you like it as much as I do, and stay tuned for my next video. Bye!